We start tonight with a story you saw first on ABC 15. In breaking news, we brought you first this afternoon. Charles Ryan, the head of Arizona's prisons, announcing his retirement effective September 13th.
The move comes as Ryan has been under pressure after several ABC 15 investigations into Lewis Prison. Doors that wouldn't lock, inmates attacking officers and other inmates, setting fires in the cell block. ABC 15 investigator Dave Biskobing leading the way on this story, exposing it from the very beginning. Dave joins us now in studio. And with such systemic issues, Dave, how long can it take for the next director to hopefully clean up this mess?
I think that you're looking at years, because what we found just isn't at Lewis Prison. There are system-wide issues, not only with doors that don't work, other infrastructure issues, but unconstitutional health care, understaffing. I'm not sure that there's a solution that exists that won't take 5-10 years to dig out of.
And is there anybody who even wants this job? That was one of the things we talked about.
That has always been the speculation about how Charles Ryan kept his job for so long.
Because there wasn't somebody to fill it?
Is there someone out there that's A, qualified, and B, wants to take a prison system that experts tell me may be the most dysfunctional prison system in the country? Is that a job that anybody wants? And that's going to be the question, I guess, we're going to see as we go forward.
Yeah, and complicating that is the call now for a clean sweep of those who worked most directly with Charles Ryan.
Well, so in the wake of our reports, we know that so far 4 top executives have either resigned or retired. Now Charles Ryan makes the 5th. The question has always been, how far did this go up the chain? We do know that Charles Ryan was informed of these problems, especially with the doors, and that the problems had been going on for more than a decade. So how did this not get up the chain? Well, it did, right? So how could you trust anybody that didn't put their foot down and say, hey, at a fundamental level, the doors for some of our most dangerous and high-risk inmates do not lock? That's the #1 focus in a prison, and they failed and repeatedly failed to address it, and honestly didn't even seem to care to get it fixed, putting everybody inside at risk. So the question, how do you trust somebody that stood by, knew this was happening, to then take over the department or continue to be in positions of authority?
It's such an important stretch of reporting in all of this, and I've told you this before, but for your own perspective in this, what was most stunning to you in all of this as you're uncovering this stuff, as these videos are coming into you and people are telling you these incredible stories? I mean, there was a death that could be blamed on this.
Deaths. There's likely many.
Plural.
We know of at least 2, right? So the most stunning part to me is, aside from the videos, seeing the images, which is, I think, what sets these stories apart from all the other things. You hear stories and you see documents, but when you see the video inside a place that the public never gets to see, and you see the chaos, dozens of inmates flooding out of their cells, ambushing officers, killing each other, them setting fires in maximum security prisons where they're almost like they're at camp, lighting their own campfires for an hour and a half. How does this stuff happen? And not only does it happen, the fact that it's happening so often that it's not raising alarm bells at the highest level of the department, that just means that there's so much chaos and dysfunction in this prison system that this is the norm, that it's been normalized. That's what surprised me, that the level of chaos and dysfunction in Arizona prison system is normal. It's commonplace. It's routine.
One of the situations that we covered, there was a hostage situation. And when you look at that on a surface value, you're saying, okay, a hostage situation. Then we uncover and find out there's this whole other layer to things that are happening here. That the person who takes a hostage is doing it to get out of the mess in the prisons that's going on there.
Yeah, that's what his family claims, right? That he took a hostage because he wanted to get out of Lewis Prison because it was so dangerous, right? That it was so dangerous there. One of the units in Lewis Prison, one of the units that you see in that video is the Maury unit. They call it Murder Maury. You go there if you're some of the worst, or you go there if you want to be, I guess, punished by the administration. You don't want to end up in Maury. The guards call it Murder Maury. The officers, the inmates call it Murder Maury. I mean, that just tells you the level of danger inside Lewis Prison.
Yeah, Dave, you've done some just incredible reporting on all of this. I want to take a look at some of that reporting and how we got here.
You're about to see an assault erupt. 2 inmates attacking 2 Department of Corrections officers. But this fight is not why we're showing you this video. It's what's happening up here. Watch as 1, 2, 3, 4, eventually a dozen inmates open their cell doors, then rush to get in the action. It's all happening inside Arizona's Lewis Prison, located in Buckeye, right here in the valley. It's where ABC 15 obtained 6 leaked videos, giving a rare inside look at the chaos. It's also where multiple pods of cells like this have dozens of broken doors.
And they no longer lock. We have no control over them. These are top-of-the-line offenders, and they're running rampant with open doors. How you like that? They don't even need a key. They just open their own door.
They can just slide it open.
They can slide their own door.
In a prison where the doors don't lock, is that a prison?
It's Jurassic Park.
We spoke to Ryan after a public event this week.
Sure. Hi, we're preparing a story about the door locks at Lewis Prison not working, and we're hoping that we get a comment from you about why it's taken so long to fix it.
Well, there's a building renewal funding process to repair the locks, and it costs money and it takes time.
This is what happened on Wednesday after we questioned Ryan about the broken doors and showed him photos.
I appreciate it. Let's pick this back up at a later date. Call my office.
His spokesperson then telling us the locks work fine. It's just inmates who tamper with them, and countermeasures like pins and padlocks have been working.
The day after our investigation, Ryan and a team of his top staff showed up at Lewis Prison.
I just want to say at this time I'm supportive of Director Ryan, and we're digging in, doing our homework, and getting to the bottom of what the facts are.
So the calls for his resignation or you to fire him are premature in your mind?
I'm supportive of Chuck Ryan, and we're getting the facts.
Many insiders tell ABC 15 there are problems with locks and doors at Perryville Prison in Goodyear and some units in the Tucson Prison complex. This lawsuit, filed in 2016, documents how multiple officers in multiple prisons were injured by defective and faulty doors and locks.
You're the one that leaked the videos.
Yes.
What is your name?
Gabriela Contreras.
Sergeant Gabriela Contreras, a 5-year veteran assigned to Lewis Prison's Maury unit. It's nicknamed Murder Maury. One of the 3 units her leaked videos exposed have doors that don't lock.
Why did you decide to go in and download these videos and leak them out?
Because it's a crime, what they were doing. Allowing this to happen and allowing staff to get hurt and not doing anything about it.
So you had enough?
I had enough. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing my staff get slaughtered daily.
I mean, how many officers do you think have been assaulted because of these doors? Dozens?
More than dozens, I would say.
She says they continued to ignore the problem. That is until we got the videos and broke our investigation.
Unlocked and unsafe. A prison where the locks don't work.
The day after, Director Charles Ryan ordered a total of 1,000 cells to be padlocked, then shipped 800 inmates to other prisons. The governor ordered an outside investigation and promised to get the locks fixed.
Do you think if you didn't leak those videos, any of this would have ever happened?
No.
So do you think they're only doing it because we embarrassed them?
Yes.
In a major new chapter in our unlocked and unsafe investigation, another leaked video showing even more chaos and dysfunction inside Arizona's Lewis Prison.
Flames like this burning for almost a half an hour. Officers watching it all unfold until it gets so bad it ends up like this.
They've lost complete control. This is not what you should see in a prison or what taxpayers want to see.
Mr. Chairman, Representative.
When Prison Director Charles Ryan took the podium to ask for money to fix the broken locks, he repeated to lawmakers what he originally claimed to us. For months, he didn't know it was as bad as it was until we broke the story. And then Democrats came out firing.
How have we been so negligent for so long? I know that in 2018, we provided almost $478 million for security.
The firing of Charles Ryan was a demand we would hear time and time again from former inmates like this woman.
It is urgent that Governor Ducey fires Chuck Ryan immediately.
Calling for the removal and replacement of the director, Chuck Ryan.
The ABC 15 investigators, the first to uncover this problem, so you can count on us for the very latest as it happens. We'll have more for you tonight at 10, and you can see all of our reporting right now from Unlocked and Unsafe on abc15.com/prisons.